Hi there YouTube. This video is probably going to get my channel flagged down, and then we have to go to the Voctor 616 channel, because if this video gets flagged down, it will be the third strike on this channel. I've been doing a lot of thinking the last months, since I sort of lost my energy making videos on YouTube. And there is reason why I lost my pizzazz, my energy doing this. And the reason is called Felidatheg33k and all the things that she has done to several other users besides myself. Coercion, blackmail, harassment, flagging, dog dropping, name calling, lies being spread. And it's divided parts of the community. I'll use this term very loosely here, into people who are patting Felidatheg33k on the back and others who hate her guts. I do neither. But this whole Felidatheg33k thing is actually the reason why I think about YouTube as being like things went on all the way back to November last year, and it's still going on. The channel I'm linking to down here is the third edition of the channel that is exposing everything Felidatheg33k and her goons are doing to other people here on YouTube. And it is, I think it's a telltale that this channel is, the user behind this channel, I don't even know who it is being flagged down instead of refuted, instead of debunked. It should tell you out there something, that the channel that is dedicated to exposing Felidatheg33k is not being refuted by Felidatheg33k or her goons, but instead is being flagged down all the time. Like someone out there is afraid of what this channel is saying about Felidatheg33k. I've gotten to the point where I don't really care if I have an active channel here on YouTube or not. So I decided to make this video telling a little of my story with Felidatheg33k. When I first stumbled on Felidatheg33k, she seemed like an awesome power, like an awesome woman doing some really good stuff. The first time I really got eyes on her was when Cookie Inc. was forced DMCA'd, and Felidatheg33k offered to drop her docs to him so he could file or counterfile this false DMCA. And he did that. And everybody thought, wow, how awesome is Felidatheg33k just dropping her docs like this? But at the time, nobody really knew that her docs were already dropped all over the internet, because in Germany, apparently, if you blog, you had to drop your docs. You cannot hide behind anonymity in Germany, apparently. It says a lot about free speech in Germany, in my humble opinion. But again, this made Felidatheg33k sort of famous back then, with some of the more prominent YouTubers, of which I was one at that time. And a lot of people started trusting her for this. And that's just the way it is, isn't it? I worked together with Felidatheg33k on many occasions, collab videos, helping other people who've been force flagged and forced DMCA'd, and she seemed genuine, and she seemed like a really morally upstanding person. Boy, was I wrong. I had some dealings with other YouTubers that ended up in drama, and Felidatheg meddled in one of those dramas and was the mediator between me and that person. And later I found out, actually pretty fast, if 5 weeks is fast, I found out that Felidatheg has been lying to this person about me and to me about this person, which perpetuated the drama. So it went on for 5 weeks. Somebody else stepped in and was the mediator, and the whole thing was settled in 45 minutes. The thing is, I trust Felidatheg about as far as I can throw a 40-ton blue whale. And later on, well, Felidatheg is a flirty kind of woman. No, I don't think that's a bad thing. I flirt with a lot of women here on YouTube, or I have when I was active. It's all fine and dandy. I like flirting. But when I started cyber dating Eli, something happened in the background that I didn't pay attention to. I didn't really see it until it was all over and the dust has settled. Me and Eli were getting really serious. We were talking about her actually coming here to Denmark to check things out, and maybe if things worked out, we would move in together and live together as a couple. So that was kind of serious, because I am a dedicated single man. I like my single life. And for me, even to contemplate this is a huge thing. Very huge. And Felida, of course, I had to... Her flirtations were getting... She wanted to shag me, okay? She wanted to do something. And I had already, before this, sort of turned her down very nicely. And one of the things and this was probably one of the things that really pissed her off, is that big women... I don't mind people being big, but big women just don't do it for me. They just don't. They have to have an hourglass shape. I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. I admit it. It's vain. It's how should I put it? It's a little superficial and all that. Yeah, but who isn't? We have a saying here in Denmark that what turns you on is what goes in through your eyes, and what keeps you there is what is beneath what your eyes can see. Big women just don't do it for me. I'm sorry. If they are hourglass shaped, yeah, by all means, I don't mind if they're big. I don't mind if they weigh like 20-25 pounds more than the BMI thing. I don't mind that at all, actually. Well, you don't have to be skinny to flirt with me, or you don't have to be like really thin and model-like at all. That's not the point. But women shaped like this, sorry, they just don't do it for me. I have to have a, I don't know, go inwards in the middle, so to speak, to get me going. And I told Felida this very nicely and very politely, and on the surface she accepted this. Then I started cyber dating Eli, as you might know, and that went on for quite a long time. And Eli and I got more and more serious about it. And where is Eli now? Someone's girl. Her channel. Poof, gone. over 1,000 videos, silent movie videos, that she had fought very hard and worked very hard to make available for everybody on the internet. Old silent movie clips that had copyrights on it, where she was the sole person allowed to publicize these videos. So we could see the cinematic history of planet Earth. All gone. And who made her go away? Who chased her off YouTube? Felidatheg33k did. There's no doubt in my mind that Felidatheg33k is a lying, conniving type of person. A person that does anything and has no morals whatsoever and has no scruples whatsoever in fighting her enemies, her personal enemies. Eli was one of those, because Eli was helping in exposing her. But if you go back a little here in YouTube history and watch what was going on, Eli was the one person who didn't say anything about Felidatheg33k. She was the one person who didn't do anything about Felidatheg33k, not even in the background. She was the one person begging the rest of us to stop messing with Felidatheg33k. And for this, Felidatheg33k dropped her docs. And for this, Eli closed down her channel. And we lost over 1,000 silent movie videos and more that was to come. We lost a part of cinematic history. And this makes me sad. Anybody who still thinks Felidatheg33k is the bomb, or is in any way trustworthy, or in any way a good person, is simply deluding themselves. Felidatheg33k is not to be trusted. I wouldn't trust her with €1. I wouldn't trust her with shoveling my shit. There, I said it. This video is probably gonna get flagged, and I really don't care. Some things just need to be said. Do not trust Felidatheg33k. She will fuck you over.